It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 32. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a first down. Now looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Hall running between the tackles. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Hall has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Dak now from the gun. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Prescott now on third down. Hits his running back. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, it's Gibbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Giants using their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. And then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Offense up to the line fast. Play action on 1st down. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Hall. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
The one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 4th down, but inside field goal range, so they could get 3 here. Back now, pressure on its way. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. And they stop him from advancing it further. Nice job rallying to it after some chaos there. A very eventful turnover on downs. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
2nd down, here's Prescott again. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Another throw for Prescott. Metcalf there to bring it in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing again is Dak. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7.
Daniel Carlson set to kickoff.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Flushed out of the... And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. Looking to the air here. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Lions take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Working quickly here.
Tackle back at the 30-yard line.
And they send a man in motion. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. At the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one intended for Trey McBride. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Dak throwing again. That pass is complete to McBride. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he will get this to the end zone for a deep throw touchdown. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. Breaks through, and he might break away. And the Lions regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He's got him. That's McBride. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Dak out of the pistol. Neighbors with a catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Gibbs will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Play action, Prescott. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kickoff.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants earn the chance to tie it before halftime. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. From the gun is Prescott. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Giants will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll come out throwing. He's going deep this time. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Into the hands of Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 from the 41. Dak now from the gun. Pass complete to Gibbs. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle.
And in for the Detroit touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie us up 28 all. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Back to throw now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They're throwing it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, boy, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, second and very long. Touchdown, Detroit. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Hall takes it straight ahead. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Oh no, he lost control of another one! And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Well, they're going to face 4th down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved them.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully give their defense a much better field position to defend from.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. Sets them up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Offense up to the line fast. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants cut it to 1 late in the third. Breece Hall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 35 apiece. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. Lays out. What a catch. He touches him down. A great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. But sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So through 3, we're still... Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. The rookie out of Alabama, there on the tackle.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. That's it. That's it. Here we go. 46. 46.
Dak out of the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. That's it. At 47. We're going 52. 26.
Blitz coming, Dak. He's got him, that's McBride. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Hey, kill.
On 4th down, Prescott to throw. They connect for the first. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 35. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing it to start this drive. He throws a bullet. That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now trail by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. This is complete to Neighbors. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Dak now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Let's go, kill.
Running it with Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Kill. Here's a 47. 26.
From the 41. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no matter the outcome today, partner, I think we can all agree it's been very exciting watching him throw the ball. He's found the end zone 4 times, but he's now given it away 3 times as well.
Yeah, if you were a golfer, his scorecard would be fascinating because a bunch of birdies, but these bogeys and double bogeys he's got to eliminate. Yeah. It's really been high risk, high reward through the air. And you never want to slow a quarterback down in that production he's found with his aggressiveness, but you've also got to find a way to turn that governor on, take a little less risk, and take care of that football.
To throw it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Giants going for the win here. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Hall. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants jump in front late. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Metcalf there to bring it in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Setting up to pass. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
47. He'll go 46, 46. 46.
Back to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They go right back to Hall. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd down give to Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths.